Okay, guys, hello and welcome. I'm using my webcam right now because I just want to get this out really quickly. Sorry for the bad quality. But first of all, lately I've been watching some Gears of War 3 beta footages on YouTube. And if you watch for yourself, most of these most of the gameplay footage is just a lot of Call of Duty pros or fanboys, whatever, that come and somehow get early access to the Gears of War 3 beta. I know a lot of people who have gotten it because of pre-ordering the Epic Edition of Bulletstorm. But how come most of the commentaries that I see are by people that have just played Call of Duty and don't know shit about Gears of War 3 and just start commenting about and comparing Call of Duty to Gears of War 3? It's really stupid and it's close-minded. Because when you buy a game that's a completely different genre and completely different gameplay than a game that you previously had, then how the fuck can you compare it? You just get the game and you appreciate it for what it is. You don't, and you just try to do your best at it. Now, first of all, these two games are incomparable. Why? Because Call of Duty, first of all, is a first-person shooter and Gears of War is a third-person shooter. Now, comparing those two is like comparing a comic book to a realistic fiction novel. It's impossible. You can't compare these two things because other than that, I can see if Gears of War 3 had perks and kill streaks and all this crap. But first of all, I'm gonna tell you one thing that you can compare Call of Duty to Gears of War 3 with, and that's skill level and how much dedication it takes to become good at the game. Don't want to sound so low life now, but just saying. I mean, anybody can really become good at Call of Duty if they want it. I mean, no one can really be terrible at Call of Duty unless they're like under the age of 12. I mean, I for one just started playing. My first Call of Duty game was Modern Warfare 2, and I started playing that like last year, and I became good within a month. And that was the first Call of Duty game I've ever played. All I played was Gears of War and other third-person shooters. And Gears of War doesn't have kill streaks, doesn't have perks, doesn't have those one-shot kill thingies and a whole bunch of pre-spawn weapons. You can't choose your weapons before you play, so it really takes time to become good with the weapons that they give you, and you can't have kill streaks to help you out with the game. You can't have perks to help you out with the game, like Call of Duty does. Now, what you see on these commentaries, people are saying things like, "Oh, the assault rifles are much less powerful than in Call of Duty, and they're much less effective." Well, no shit. It's different gameplay. The running is different. The rolling is different. Everything is different. You can't compare the two games. It's impossible. You can't. Just stop it. Stop saying how Gears of War is completely different from Call of Duty for 6 minutes of gameplay. It's annoying. It's irrelevant. And it's just close-minded. You can't just compare every game that you buy to Call of Duty. I understand if you want to do that when you buy Homefront, when you buy Crisis, because those are all first-person shooters. Now, it was different when people compared Halo 3 to Gears of War 2, because both of the games were sci-fi. So they were science fiction, and they were similar in the fact that they were like fantasy against monsters, blah blah. But still, you can't really compare those two games because they're completely different. So just stop it. That's my final summation right there. Stop it. Stop. Stop trying to compare two things. Stop trying to compare oranges to apples. It's two different things. They both taste good, but you can't compare them. It's two different fruit. Peace.